My name's Kern Chassion. I was born and raised in Berwick, Louisiana, right across the river from Morgan City, and steeped in a French and Italian culture. My mom being Italian, my father being Cajun, French. Both sides of the family had wonderful cooks, my mother included. And my mom did both Italian and Cajun, but the aromas in the Cajun kitchen with the roux and the marinara steeping on the stove in the Italian side with the steamed artichokes and stuff like that. So we always had these great aromas when all the cousins and kids got together in both homes, and it was always a different aroma. And it was really what inspired me, and I look forward to meals every day at a real young age. I was inspired as a cook because I loved to do it, and it was easy. You know, it was something that just didn't feel like work to me. It's phenomenal on a barbecue sandwich. Remoulade sauce is it's a mayonnaise-based sauce with ketchup, Worcestershire, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and you can. I like it smooth, but you can add vegetables like onion, garlic, celery, and tri-pepper. Some people like it chunky. I like it smooth, and the reason I like it smooth is because you can put it in a squirt bottle, and it really makes it nice to be able to squirt it. It really makes it nice to be able to squirt it and be able to control the placement of it. I prefer the chunky avocado guacamole versus the pureed type.
That's good though, it helps them adjust.
Yeah.
It does.
You're awfully blue. I was inspired as a cook because I loved to do it, and it was easy. You know, it was something that just didn't feel like work to me. By the time I was a junior in high school, I could cook, you know, the white beans and rice, the etouffees, the gumbos, and people really liked it. And even when I went to New Orleans expecting that I would be at the bottom of the list, I found that I was, you know, that top 1/3. So that kind of sparked that interest. Like, you know, I might have something after all. Yeah, I got the formal training in management training in New Orleans, and then took off looking for my own spot. I had wings. I wanted to get outside of Louisiana. I saw a need for Cajun food, maybe in the southeast, somewhere on the coast. Either it was going to be the East Coast, West Coast. And I went to Atlanta and tasted the food there and loved the atmosphere. Atlanta Braves were there. It was just a big city. It was different. And I thought the palate was kind of low. So immediately I thought I could compete there. I think my number one drive in life has always been family. Because, you know, you don't realize it till you're older and you're looking back at it. But it's always been family, unity, and friendships, you know. That's been a huge part of me, being relaxed enough in my professional life to be able to dedicate time towards the family, friends and stuff like that, and keep that continuity. Almost as much personal time with friends and family as work time. My draw back to Louisiana has always been back to the friendship. When you're looking for places to unwind and charge your batteries, man, what better place to be is where you were born and raised, and everybody now has the camps and things that we struggled with, but it was still fun when we were young. I mean, we would just set up tents on Shell Island and camp out and catch bull reds, and, you know, and then the tide would come up too high and it'd flood our tents, and, you know, but that was all fun because I'm an active guy. When I relax, I love to pursue a process. You know, crawfishing, crabbing, gator hunting, frogging. Being a chef, you know, when I'm in that environment, you know, we go with a couple of onions and a bag of rice, man, and we're doing some stuff like what you ate last night. It's part of why we're here today, because that process has been so fun and easy for us because of the camaraderie, and we're all good at what we do. I've never picked up a guitar. There's some things you just know you should stay away from. Of course, when I'm in that process of relaxing and we all out there doing what we do, it's the biggest thing for me is the laughter. I'm drawn to these guys because they're different. They really live to a different beat. Hal is this jolly guy, and you would never know the talent that lies in his spirit until you hear him with the music and watch his face, and he's just so into it, you know. Scott, has always been the sweetest guy. Reminds me a lot of my older brother. And you meet few people in life like that. So in my mind, when I want to get out there and really kind of settle down with somebody who settles me down, you know, I look towards Scott Green. That's who he is in my life. He's that calm in the storm. He never overreacts. He's a guy who's consistently calm, even in stressful situations. Greg he's eccentric. He's a phenomenal thinker. He likes to comment on stuff. He likes to comment on stuff. So if there's a conversation, he loves to, when we bring the kids down the bayou, Greg is like he's the protector. He makes sure that everybody, first of all, is safe. It's almost out of character, as we all know Greg. But he is somebody that really I lean on, not Scott, not anybody else, not any of my family members, but when we coming down there with 9 people, and the typically kids, and I say kids 17 to 25, Greg's the guy that keeps the eye on everybody, and it's neat to watch, you know. And he's equally as loving as Scott is, but just in a different way. The Bahamas is a special place for most tourists. You know, it's a phenomenal place. They come and they experience a little bit, and they stay in their nice homes. But we're here, and wherever we go, I don't care where it's at. If they had a dry hole in Arizona, we would be filleting lizards, having a good time, you know, rolling around in the dirt, exfoliating or something. We'd find something really cool to do there. We'd find an Indian running on a cliff, though. No matter where we go, of course, my food interest, I love to dig deep into the organics and find out what drives the culture in the area with food. What kind of food production, organic do you have? What are the regional foods? You know, what are you growing on the island? So from that perspective, I'm into the food part no matter where we go. And then our musicians are into the music on the island. We meet local people. We meet local people, and people are attracted to us because we have talents and they have talents, and it inspires us. And the more we learn from island people, from, you know, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you're at, we just draw from the energy of all of that, and it really it inspires us all. I can't wait till I go to Queen Conch today to learn from her, and her passion transforms into my cutting board, and we're just talking, and I mean, she's been doing this for years, and I'll take something away from that. You know? I'll incorporate it into my business in Atlanta, and I'll tell the story to my clients. And it's neat to capture it on film. If it's a possibility, I think it's a neat story. Of course, if I'm going to be a tree, it's going to have to bear fruit. And it has to be a fruit that everybody likes. And it has to have a cool texture and a creamy, sexy something. And it has to have a cool texture and a creamy, sexy something. You know what I mean? When people look at it, and I've heard the word already this morning like 3 or 4 times, and we just mentioned, I think it'd be an avocado tree. Most definitely. You know, we're here with the film production, and I'm really proud to say that's the life.